starting, and it says we're live, so I don't know if that's accurate. Who knows?
Hello, everyone.
No idea if this is actually a thing. Let's go back here. Sorry, everybody. Still, oh, no, we need to be.
It says you're live streaming for my phone.
Okay, so we might be. We're going to hope we are. I don't know.
Sure you're live.
Okay. Hi, everybody. If you can see us. Yeah, okay, we have a viewer count in the corner. So something's going on. Somebody someplace knows we're doing something. Okay, I have no idea if the chat's going to look the same today. So I don't know how big a wrench we're throwing on our moderators today. But if they're here, sorry. And if you're not here, behave yourselves.
It's just the...
Yeah,
okay.
not with this. So it would be helpful if we ended up. All right. So yeah, really quick while people are still getting here, let's just quick explain why things look and feel a little different today. Nate, you want to explain?
Peter's not here, and he's doing a 48-hour film festival down in Los Angeles.
Here's a lack of Peter.
Yes, and he brought his computer rig with him, which is what we use to stream live streams. So
Peter's doing real world, like real people things this weekend.
Yes.
Isn't that great? Every so often we do real people things again.
Is the PS4 plugged in? I could work on getting that going too if you want to read comments.
I think
actually, I liked it better up a little more.
There. All it needs to do is be plugged in.
It's a little better.
Okay, because I can work on getting that.
So yeah. So this weekend we have special guests with us. I'm blocking her face, her beautiful face.
Hi.
We have Miss Gwendolyn, who you guys have seen in a couple of things, and she's lovely, and I like her very much. And then we have, she's not on camera yet, but you guys see her all the time on everything around here. And that's Miss Bird, or Sparrow Rain. And you should follow her separately as well, because she does a lot of things on her own that you're probably missing if you only know her from here.
Hi, guys.
So she's going to be over here in a second.
I will. I'm Discount Peter today.
She's trying to make sure that we have some comments going, which is awesome, because I'm sure you guys are leaving them and we just don't see them yet.
Oh, they are.
Mm-hmm. And then I don't know, like I said, how the moderating works, but I assume it's kind of similar to normal. So if it is, we have two moderators named Aiden and Nathan Joe.
How do I get to word?
And you should respect them. They're very good people. They've been encounters for quite a long time, as long as a lot of you guys have, possibly longer. So they're very helpful. And the rules generally are what? No cussing, no spamming. Don't ask for shout outs or dabs. We're not big on those things.
If you have a question, remember to put it in all caps question and then your question so we can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this isn't even.
I see comments over there, but they're going to be very hard to read.
Hang on.
No.
Well, now this seems like it's having an issue altogether.
Our TV just doesn't play things? It'd be terrible.
Well, the HDMI from the PS4 is plugged in, but now it's not even.
This would be useful.
Saying that there's input for that, which it should, because technically it's on, but
I don't know. Sorry. We're going to have this maybe together in a moment.
Yes, my mouse.
Okay, so you guys probably saw the Bendy musical, and if you didn't, go watch that, because we're probably going to talk a little bit about that today. We are not committing to making a second one. I'm sure there are questions about that. And we have not. We kept the set, as some of you probably saw on social media.
There we go. Never mind.
So we could do more with it.
there we go.
That's not bad.
I can read that.
Still moves pretty fast, but as long as we have a way to control that.
It is on.
I did turn it down, though. It used to be 60 seconds, and I was like, that's a little harsh. So I put it down to 40 seconds.
Well, maybe 60 seconds would have been a bit better.
Maybe.
Maybe. If this would actually work.
Maybe.
Then we don't have to make this a touch screen.
Do you need it? Oh, it's setting up.
It's setting it up,
okay.
yeah. One of my ports is broken. I always forget what
Sure.
port it is.
All right.
There we go. Okay, you can have
Yay, thank you.
All yours.
Sweet. And now, I'm going to just take my phone out from underneath there.
In fact, if you want it closer, I can use it.
Yeah, it'd have to go next
If
to.
it's long enough to reach under this table, I don't know if it is,
We'll find out.
but there's room.
Question
Very
of where's
gently.
Miss Bird?
Nope. Okay, that's fine.
She's here, we promise.
Yeah. Ooh, careful! That looks a little.
Okay.
Yeah, I would hate to watch it hit the ground and everybody on the stream would hear the
There we
the
go.
monitor smash. Yeah, that looks okay.
It's okay. I dropped it before.
Oh, okay.
When we were moving.
So
Cool.
I'm supposed
Okay.
to sit
So
here?
yeah. Oh.
I'm super tall today.
Jeez.
Holy shit. I mean, excuse my language.
There we go. All right, that looks more like
You
it.
guys can't cuss, but I can.
She's gonna try not to cuss.
If you want it bigger, let me know.
Oh no, that's okay. I think. Okay, question from Aline. I can't quite read that. Are you being sponsored by Google because the Google logo is in the top left-hand
I wish.
corner? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? No.
Hashtag not spawn.
Yeah, for anybody who's just getting here, no, we're not being sponsored by Google.
How
This
you
is
guys
being
doing?
set up differently
Is that
today.
hashtags for you?
There you go.
Cool kids.
You'll notice Peter's not among us. That's unusual. He normally is. But today he's out of town, so we are using Google Hangouts to do this. And maybe it works better than normal. I don't actually know. But so yeah, we're doing that. And I apologize if the audio is a problem or something because we have limited ways to fix things today without our normal tech person. So
Hey, Encounters, you know what's special about August?
no, what is special about August?
It's AJ's birthday month.
What? I don't care about that.
Lots of people
Where's
do.
Bendy?
Found Bendy.
Oh, we did find Bendy. Yeah.
Chapter 2. When are you making?
Yeah. Like I said, don't ask about chapter 2 because the answer is we don't have a plan to do a chapter 2 yet. So we wanted to leave the option though.
In a box in the garage.
Lilo and Stitch fan asks, do you only do gaming musicals or do you do musicals for other things as well?
Well, you're not going to answer, Mr. M. the
Nah.
King
I'm gonna.
Um,
I feel like I can see the screen best, so I
Once
don't want to
upon
talk
a
too much.
time, there were a few smatterings of things that weren't video games, but mainly they try to stick to video games nowadays. So there might be something that is not video game related, but for now, just, video games. Yeah.
Yeah, Peter really wants to do other stuff though. So
Peter wants to start his own channel.
true.
He wants to get all political in your faces.
Yeah. Peter also, I think, cares the least about a lot of the games that we do things on because either they're old classic things that I remember and he doesn't, or they're newer things that neither of us are playing.
Peter cares about like 3 games.
Yeah.
Civilization, Mass Effect, and Dead Space. Like,
Yeah.
That's-
Any other? Does he like any other games?
no.
Does he find Dragon Age or something?
Oh,
yeah,
you're
yeah, he
right.
likes
He loves
Dragon Age.
Okay, 4 games.
He likes basically BioWare.
This is like a fun, like hard game of like name games Peter likes. Like,
He likes Cosmic Sloth.
That's true.
Right.
He doesn't anymore because
Oh, 'cause
it's broken.
oh
And,
no,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm glad we found like 5 games that Peter likes. Okay, so normally if you ask, are you going to make a musical about whatever game? The answer is maybe, and we won't, commit one way or another. This is an unusual one. I think maybe we can commit to this one.
Is it bloody hot?
Is it?
The AC is probably off, yes.
I'm gonna turn
We
that
turned
on.
it off last night because we were
Oh,
watching
yeah.
Looper. And
oh, the
like,
sound
the
mix
quiet
is so
scenes
bad.
were so quiet and
Oh,
the
they're
loud scenes
terrible.
were so loud. And we're like, all right, let's turn the AC off.
Why are
I
you
noticed.
doing
I was like, what are they watching? Because like sometimes
Yeah.
when you were watching anything, I'm like, are
No,
they
this
it's
was
like
one
we kept having to
We
adjust
had to
the
use the volume on the thing and just go up and down, just ride the volume every scene because it was just like,
Yeah.
and they
Oh,
like
TV
purposely
had that
wanted it to be staggered.
setting we used where it was like normalize the audio or
Yeah,
whatever so that
yeah,
the
it's
louds are
working fine
lower
for
and the
anything else,
lows are
but-
higher. But this TV doesn't.
Looper
have that
was
setting.
terrible. Okay, so this question was, will you do Super Mario Brothers the musical?
It's on the schedule, in fact.
It is on the schedule, in fact.
Wherever the schedule is.
There is a Mario game coming out this year. And we
Don't.
do want to make something.
I'm watching you.
Mr. Meows.
You've been
Don't
trouble
worry.
this morning.
Mr. Meows.
Give me a Mr. Meows. Why don't you go over here?
You can't see it,
Come
but
here,
there's
you
a
can-
white cat
Yeah, why don't you
being troublesome. Eee. This morning, he decided he was going to run outside and then got himself in a puddle, decided he didn't like it, and then tracked mud back into the house.
Why don't you flop?
So that was fun
Stop.
to clean up.
There you go. There we go.
Mr. Moves.
There we go. That's much better.
Mr. Moose in the Hoose.
What other projects do we have on a schedule? Because I don't mind telling them what's on the schedule right
F13.
now.
You
For
can
what?
play out
Plane?
most of their schedule.
A fighter?
Jet 13. It is a fighter jet, probably.
It's Final Fantasy, duh.
Yes.
Final Fantasy.
Lightning will return.
No, it's
Before you
Friday the
guys-
13th a game.
Say misinformation and fake news come about this way.
Yes. We are doing Friday the 13th.
Mm.
We originally were thinking about doing that instead of ARMS, but with our schedule and Splatoon, or not Splatoon, with SodacCon, we had like a week to make a musical, and I think we ultimately decided that ARMS was going to be quicker and easier turnaround. Friday the 13th to October,
Yeah.
because there's actually a Friday the 13th in October.
My favorite misinformation on Facebook going around right now is that Halloween falls on the 13th of October.
You know, numbers mixed around. 31st, 13th, what's the difference?
Exactly.
On opposite
I
day.
mean, we've got what? We've got our whole rest of our year planned out except for December. We don't.
Yeah, I don't have a
December
Christmas
planned out
music.
Are we doing
Anyway.
Splatoon? I forget.
Yes,
Yeah.
Splatoon is in progress now as
yet.
well.
What we're thinking.
I don't know when you're thinking what.
And we already announce the one that we're doing like
No.
next week?
Yeah, well, on
had
Instagram we have.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we could announce that.
Oh, you know what? That is a good
So
thing to
this
do.
month, in a couple of weeks, we will be doing kindergarten.
Woohoo!
I know that's one that you guys can't stop asking about as well. So
I'm gonna Instagram story this right now.
Instagramming a live chat.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Figure out
So
how to do
yeah, there's hopefully some stuff for everybody coming up, pretty much no matter what you play. But we'll see.
I don't know.
And we'll have more information about each of them as they get closer. So for now, focus on staying tuned to our social media for stuff about Kindergarten the musical, because that's coming up fast. Let's
This is
see.
the first time we've had. Well, I guess I don't know.
And
But it seems like
done.
last year, this time when I was here, we didn't really have the year planned out as what we were doing.
I know,
And
you'll-
next year, it's like now we know pretty much what we're doing.
yeah, we're hesitant to tell you guys usually because plans flip flop so hard so fast. So, for example, ARMS wasn't going to be a thing, and then it was like 3 days before it came out. It was like, hey, let's make an ARMS musical because we had to delay Bendy. So, like, unfortunately, it's really hard to guarantee anything, but we can tell you what we are currently in the mindset of buying props for, making costumes for, getting actors
Yeah.
for. Okay, here we go. Duck on Quack asks, Coke or Pepsi? This is serious.
Coke.
This is serious.
You know.
Coke? Oh,
Ah!
drug references. What?
And all of a
Or was
sudden,
that soda? You just
God.
like, drink it like that. Like,
Hey, there is a chocolate out nowadays that you snort through your nose. I'm not making
Ew.
this up.
Ew.
I'm sure.
It probably
It's
is.
really-
Ew.
But-
You're not supposed to do that.
Well,
You're
it
not supposed
exists.
to
Ew.
put anything in your nose
Ew.
except like medicine.
Even
Okay.
that's kind of bad for you. Like nasal sprays actually destroy the inner membranes
Yes.
or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
Alright, well,
Shoot
I'll
up.
make it another vote for Coke, but the actual drink Coke.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Why, Miss Gwendolyn? Why?
Because I'm a stubborn little person and I've never had Pepsi, so I can't vote for something I've never drunk.
I don't know how she does this. I don't know how.
Drink
Where's
it, drink
Nate?
it, drink
Nate's right
it.
here.
Okay.
All right, Nate.
Where's Markiplier? I saw that.
Nate, Coke or Pepsi?
Neither.
Neither.
I don't drink
that's-
soda
yeah,
anymore.
you avoid
But
soda.
I guess if I have to choose, I used to like Pepsi, but I probably now I'd have to choose Coke because I think Pepsi's probably really thick and syrupy and sweet.
Pepsi is extremely sweet.
Coke is a lot lighter, so if I had to drink one soda, I'd probably enjoy Coke more. But I don't drink
Okay.
soda anymore.
Good for you.
So
I like vanilla Coke or cherry Pepsi. So I'm gonna do either, but not as much vanilla Pepsi. Weirdly, it's like they don't get the mix quite as right as Coke does. So I don't know. But I like sweet drinks, so Pepsi's a great thing.
In middle school, I did a science project comparing Pepsi with Coke. And
Yeah.
Pepsi's pH is higher than Coke.
Okay.
So it corrodes things faster than Coke does.
All right. So maybe drinking Coke is a better option if you want your teeth still. Maybe.
or your intestines.
Or your
Can't use
intestines.
Either of them to clean a car
Oh,
engine.
you can do all sorts of things with both. Yes.
Hmm.
You can make cakes with them too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you take a box of cake mix, take a can of Coke, mix them together, and you can put it in the oven and make a cake.
All right.
That's really fun.
Thank you for this question, Purple Axe. Do you have merch? I feel like someone's spoon feeding us. Like, talk about ways that people can support the channel. Who wants to explain whether we have merch or not?
Well,
I mean,
I have an Etsy shop.
Yeah,
It's
you
called
say
Miss
that.
Bird's Chest.
Oh,
Just
there you
saying.
go. So you can go support her only if you don't really want to help the rest of us.
I'm trying to think of what Teespring? Is that what we use?
We're on Teespring.
Teespring.
You can find us also on CrowdMade. The easiest way to do this is go to our YouTube channel. You're probably on it because you're watching this. And we list little links at the top. We also have them usually in the video descriptions. So if you look around, I think probably this one even maybe has a link for like t-shirt merch. We don't have like stickers and stuff so much though, right?
It's
No.
more of a
Phone
Redbubble
cases.
thing.
Yeah, we haven't been doing a lot of that stuff.
It's
So
like-
By the way, if you have a Redbubble and you start selling our stuff again, I'm gonna hunt you down. I'm gonna hunt you down.
you want to explain what happened there?
Being conceited and searching my name on the internet. So, and then there was Instagram pictures in this Redbubble store of like all of us with like Snapchat filters on it, and I
Oh,
was
that's
like, oh no,
creepy.
no, this is no bueno. So I was all like, Peter, we need to do something about this. So we emailed them, and they took the store down. And so far, it's down. So don't steal. It's bad. Moral of the story.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I forgot. There's one other piece of merch we should talk about because we've been having a lot of problems with it right now. In fact, Nate's cleaning up a lot of the disaster relief relating to that.
I haven't started.
We don't consider music to be merch usually because it's just like
Oh.
something that goes on our channel.
Right,
But
right.
music is like one of the biggest, most obvious merchandise things that we do. And we rely on it. And we recently came across a disaster where we looked at Hello Neighbor, which did really well. You guys know. But would you believe, I don't think we've shared this publicly, and I think we might next week because we're going to make a video about it a little bit. Would you believe that 140-something thousand people clicked the buy button at the end of the song to go buy the song, but 140-something people, 140,000 people clicked away instead of buying the song at the end? So basically it amounted to, I think, about 1,500 people. It was like 1,500 people actually clicked buy when they got to that page. And 143,000 people that clicked, yes, I'd like to go buy this, decided not to when they got there. It sounds like a mistake or a fluke or like some crazy thing because how could that many people commit to clicking I want to buy this on YouTube and then when the page loads, close it and say, nah, I changed my mind. And it's not like that on any other video. So we had a hard time explaining it, and we'll talk more about that problem next week in a designated video.
$15,000 apparently you guys lost.
It was something crazy like that, and it's. You want to explain the problem just really briefly?
The problem, really briefly, is Apple. Apple is the problem.
Really briefly.
There used to be a link that led to
I'll let you guess what's
that
behind
led
this.
to iTunes buying things, but Apple has its own player now,
Uh-huh.
apparently called Apple
Music.
Apple Music.
Yeah.
So every link that used to exist for a specific iTunes song to subscribing to their service on Apple Music to listen to that song. So yeah.
So instead of getting like buy the song for $1, you guys apparently have been recently getting go sign up for this Apple Music service and
so
download a bunch of
people were
apps.
probably,
And they didn't tell anybody that they were doing
Yeah,
this
there was no
before.
notification like, hey, we've updated all of the links across your entire YouTube channel to go to the wrong thing now. So you guys might have actually been noticing that, and maybe you guys looked at it and said, I don't want that, and clicked away. And like that's okay, but that's something that would have been helpful for us to know.
Oh, I see. Your
Yeah.
question.
I was gonna.
Whoops.
So anyway, if I can
That
make
was the
one
same
last
one.
plea, music is very important to our channel. The way Peter and I tend to split up because we created the channel. When we first set it up, I was going to keep money that we made from ads and video making, and he was going to keep ads, I guess, and music sales from anything relating to music. So that's how we initially drew those lines. And Peter has been really hurt recently by the fact that music sales had just been falling,
It's okay.
and
He's
we're
rolling
not.
in money.
He keeps trying to tell me that, and then I was like, dude, I really don't like to listen to the things that I'm hearing about, what's happened to our music sales. So anyway, if you've never thought about buying one of our songs or even going and streaming it on Spotify, please consider doing it because that is something that helps tangibly, and you do get a product out of it. You get that song forever. It's always yours. You can run away with it and listen to it a million times. And you never have to watch us do a subscribe screen again or click, to a new video. So anyway, that's my plea.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Don't ignore the music
You
side.
just can't re-download it if you lose it.
Okay.
iTunes were to dissipate. Yeah.
Alrighty, so I didn't get to this question. Somebody else want to read this one?
Allison Party Panda Cat Parker asks, how do you guys have any kind of outside life?
Well, the first question maybe is, do we have outside lives?
Outside?
Outside lives?
Nobody here goes outside. What are you
No,
talking
we're all
about?
vampires.
No. I play a lot of games on my computer. That's what I do. I noticed it was exceptionally high this week. 7.5 hours on Steam in the past 2 weeks. Which
So
I'm like,
that is-
I've never had that before.
That's literally your outside life, is when you're not on Random Encounters doing stuff, you're playing games.
Yes,
Okay.
pretty much.
All right.
The thing is we live in a crappy town, and
I like
there's
it.
nothing to do here.
Oh,
And
that's
all the
right,
people here, not all the people, most of the people here are either strung out, drunk, or boring as
Baloney.
something.
Boring as baloney.
And like,
Fudge.
there's nothing here. I don't like being outside, so I do what he does, and I just play video games and call it a day.
Sometimes I watch stuff. Sometimes.
Well, I'm just gonna throw out there, I don't really have an outside life either, so I don't do
I don't
anything
like the
special.
outside. It's
Yeah.
I could tell you boring stories about my outside life before doing YouTube full time.
Linda?
It is about work.
Are we going to talk
that
about
I've
Linda?
done. I don't want to talk about any specific individual
I don't want to
on the
talk
internet.
about Obi-Wan.
Oh, but
I won't
like,
hear
you're
any
gonna
more
miss
about
out on
Obi-Wan.
your little impersonation.
I don't want to talk about any person
Aw.
individually on the public thing on the internet right now.
You guys
But
missed
anyway,
out.
like I said, I am not going to. And at this point of life, I don't really have an outside life. So every so often I get to do something fun with this one.
In San Diego this week.
We were. That's the
What's an
most.
outside
I was
life?
gonna say that's like an outside life. Yeah,
And I have a job, so
that's an outside life.
you
You
we
actually
don't
do
have
stuff.
jobs.
guys have jobs, but you don't have jobs that force you to leave the house on a regular basis.
It's true.
Yes.
That's
if you
true.
don't have a boss who's like, you need to be here from this time to this time,
Yeah.
Mhm.
we're like, maybe I'll work today.
Love the
Or
stocking
if
sparrow.
there's a deadline, even then it's like,
Love the stocking sparrow.
Oh, thank you.
I can wake up at 2 in the morning, or not 2 in the morning.
Do you guys want to actually talk about something? One thing you did this week that was work for you? What
For
is-
your channel or my channel?
Either. It's your
Okay.
choice. What is a thing you did this week that was work? Like, so that people that don't have a job like this know what it's like sometimes to do this work.
Well, I made a video.
There you go, that's work.
I mean, that counts.
I crossed 666 games the other day, and people kept talking to me
Uh-oh.
about it. So I made a video about it. And
Oh.
that was work for me.
Nate, what is a work thing you did this week?
I mean, there's a work thing I'm going to be doing this week,
Uh-oh.
which is fix every single
Oh, I can't ban
iTunes
that
link
'cause it's
on
on my
every single
account.
song.
Oh well.
But
So you're going to be updating an awful lot of annotations, in fact.
yes,
That's a
we'll
good
be
part of the
updating
video
a
we're
lot of
doing.
our old videos to
Yeah.
properly list where to get our songs.
Yeah, you'll notice that we don't use annotations anymore. We use end cards on all the videos.
Because YouTube got rid of them.
Yeah, and we're finally going to go through that mess process of take down the annotations and put up end cards.
I'm
And
still salty.
Nate drew the short straw of going through our library and trying to pick relevant videos to turn into end cards at the end of
Peter,
Needle
I
Mouse
think,
and Sing a Tune.
Honestly, did more of the work.
Yeah, he did go through a
He
lot
went
of links.
through and got
so-
all the links. And
yeah.
like I have a spreadsheet. So
Yeah, you're
I
gonna
just
put
have to
them-
go video by video and
yeah,
follow a
execute
cut and dry process, which is like
it. Mm-hmm.
tedious and obnoxious, but like I can just kind of zone out and listen to music and do it probably, and it's not gonna be too bad.
Yeah. Miss Gwendolyn, what's something you did for work this week?
Went to work probably.
I went to work yesterday morning and I played fetch with the customers.
Yay!
Like I always do. They ask me for soup and I go get them soup. They ask me for salad, I go get them salad. It's a fun game.
That sounds very
Did they
fun.
ever ask you to go get the ball?
I haven't asked to go get a winning lottery ticket,
Oh.
a motorcycle. I'm trying, like every
And
once in a
did
while I
you?
ask, hey, do you need anything else? And they're like, $1 million? And I'm like, me
Hmm.
too?
Customers
Something I did for work.
Oh yeah.
I hate
It's always like a
customers.
40-year-old guy too.
I do not miss being a barista for those customers in particular. Oh my gosh.
Something I did for work this week. I went beard shopping.
You made other people
Online.
do work too.
That's weird though. It gets to that gray area. They're like, can you do something? And then somebody else does it. And they're like, I work because I asked them to do something. It's a weird, like, does that count? I don't know. So yeah, I got to buy a beard and a couple.
I will answer that
Other
question.
wigs. Which one? Which one?
What's the Snapple fact on your Snapple?
Oh, good question, Senpai. Senpai
Totally
Rico.
tell you that because these are fun. All right, you ready? James Madison had a pet parrot who outlived both him and his wife. Yay! Fact of the day.
Okay. All right. There you go. Not bad.
Yesterday's fact was more interesting, and it is for every 1,400 clicks of your mouse, you burn 1 calorie.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So all those click games.
Yeah. Wait, did you say you burn 1 calorie for 1,000 something?
400 clicks. Yep.
I honestly would have thought you'd burn more for that many.
I don't know. If
I mean,
it's true or
assuming
not.
you're not
Snapple
moving
would be
anything
really short.
else but your finger.
That only burns 1 calorie if you do this 1,000 times? Does it depend on if you're like spreadsheet clicking or if you're like gaming clicking? I mean, then you are moving like your whole arm, so that doesn't count. Good news, everybody. Gaming burns more calories than spreadsheets, so spend more time gaming than spreadsheeting.
I
Peter's
think
like,
if you make out for like half an hour, you burn like 150 calories. So I mean, like it takes a lot of
there's
work.
a lot
to
of
do
fun
things.
activities you could do that are good to know. Okay. Question from Jake. What was, I think is the word we're missing. What was the simplest musical you've ever made? Simplest musical.
Like fact or like opinion?
Opinion.
Oh, okay. Because I think there is a factual answer.
Well, if you're, I mean, it becomes your opinion. If
But I don't know
we
which
don't
one
have
that would be though. So
I think the simplest. Oh man, I mean, are we talking about basically? It's not gonna be Onyx the Rock Snake. I don't think that's the simplest.
I was thinking about Companion Cube.
I
But
mean,
that box was kind of complicated.
I think the Egg Bob is the simplest if we're like completely straight up because we already had that costume even.
But you made that at some point, right?
We did.
So that took time
We
and
did.
effort, and I don't know how hard it was, but maybe.
Yeah, that said, the Onyx the Rock Snake song was easy because Scott already made that costume. So
And there were no other costumes, and you basically just showed up and you guys filmed for like.
yeah, I mean, Peter had to write that music, and I had to throw some
True.
lyrics in it, and we even
True.
made a second half of the song, which you
What
can
about,
go
like,
buy,
any of the E3
that no one
ones?
did because
I
it's
mean,
Onyx
if
the
you go
Rock
by
Snake.
Were
that
those kind of?
logic, though,
E3?
you have to make the music and write the lyrics for every song.
In
Yeah.
terms of the actual production, I feel like that one was
Yeah, I
pretty
feel like
good.
making the music and writing the lyrics is
Hmm.
almost like doesn't count because unless like you really struggled.
There are some that someone else has made it, so the question is, do we count it if somebody else makes the music? I don't know. Companion Cube is interesting because that one we didn't even shoot. We like shot half of what we needed, and then
True. And
What
then
about-
just reversed all the other
Yeah.
ones.
What about like John? That was all game footage.
yeah, that's a good point. Like John maybe is, and honestly, that music it is a parody of the Gaston song.
I still prefer
From Beauty and
you
the Beast,
singing
so-
it.
What about Million Ways to Die Inside Bowser's Castle?
No,
That
was
one's also
hard.
gameplay.
That was hard for me.
It was hard for her. Yeah, and that music was something we considered for Resident Enos actually. So
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, dang. Okay, so there's a lot of them. We all have a few. We're not sure which one's the
The
simplest.
Minecraft song was pretty easy too, wasn't it?
You mean
Oh my
the
god,
Enderman
you know
song?
what was probably the freaking easiest? The Clocktown one. All we did was just stand there and do nothing.
I had to go keyframe a whole bunch of
Oh,
stuff.
did you? Never mind
yeah,
then.
that actually was kind of hard.
I didn't.
And the lyrics took some time too.
I was thinking maybe Bendy was the easiest.
You know, it's easy. FNAF the musical. Very
Stop
simple.
motion
No,
was
Dairy
really
Simulator was so
easy.
easy.
Hours of animating
Hey,
toys was easy.
since we're on the topic, Tim Zagara, Ziggers wants to ask, how relieved are you now that Bendy is done? Pretty relieved.
I don't have a strong opinion.
Yeah, this one we didn't have to demand quite as much out of you to make this. Like FNAF the Musical was a bigger ordeal. Bendy was a little more
So
closed in. Yeah. So, I don't know. I think we're all pretty relieved. Bendy was
I
exhausting.
think initially
I
getting
mean, you
it
could make
started
another one. I don't think I'd care.
was the,
Ugh.
the hardest part, getting it going. I feel like we did weigh it pretty well because by the end of the shot, other than the shot with the grading we did on the stream, like the remaining shots with all just the clay guys, those went by really fast. So
Yeah, it's true. So sometimes we had some really easy tests.
Question: ketchup or mayonnaise, AJ?
Ketchup or mayonnaise?
That's Splatfest.
You know, I was gonna make a meme. TDA winner. I was gonna make a meme. It was I heard you like ketchup, so I put ketchup on your ketchup because I joined Team Ketchup, thinking, oh, the team with like the red like gooey stuff is gonna be more aggressive, so I'm gonna just join those guys because that looks cooler anyway. And then I immediately, like last night, as soon as I got into a match, I had one match with mayo, and then I just get paired with ketchup over and over. And I was like, this is what's gonna happen. Everybody picked ketchup, and there's no one on the mayo team. So ketchup on ketchup action was taking place all night, I'm sure.
My.
I don't like either though. I don't put either on anything. So it was literally just like, I have to pick a team, and I'm going to pick the team that looks more fun to play as, which was the team shooting gooey, creepy red.
All right,
instead of
you've been
creepy white.
kidnapped. There's no, like, you're in a box room, like, no windows, nothing. You're just in there. There's a bottle of ketchup. There's
No,
a bottle
don't
of
do it.
mayonnaise.
No, don't do it.
Which one would you eat, or would you just starve and die?
I don't know. if
I
it's
mean,
in the
neither of them is
show.
particularly nutritious.
Yes, but-
I would probably go for the mayo actually.
Oh,
first.
wow. Okay. Fair enough.
I probably would.
All
I'd
right.
probably throw up. It's probably what would happen. Anyway, what about you guys? Are you ketchup or mayo? What about you guys? Are you ketchup or mayo?
If I were playing Splatoon, I'd be mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's more fun to say.
I like both. It really depends on what I'm eating, though. I'm not going to eat either of them by themselves.
Okay.
But, like,
Mayo, mayo, mayo,
if I get, like, a
mayo.
chicken sandwich or something, it's probably going to have light mayo on it, not ketchup.
Touche.
If I get a burger, it's probably going to end up having ketchup on it, not mayo.
Ah.
That said, when I go to Five Guys, I get ketchup and mayonnaise on my burger.
Mayonnaise sandwiches are infinitely better than ketchup sandwiches.
Okay.
It really just
Same.
depends on what I'm eating. I like both of them. It just depends what they're on.
Icky, man.
I don't
It's
eat them
icky.
by themselves.
I'm still surprised it wasn't mustard and ketchup.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was
yeah.
like, those are the two that go together.
Yeah.
But AJ brought up a point. It was like,
Yeah.
well, maybe it's a Japanese thing. That this is
Like
what
if
do.
they are more accustomed to using mayo on
Yeah.
things and mustard's not like something that's caught on as much, maybe it's like that because they have the same things going on over there right now. Question from Real William. Will you resurrect the channel of Replayed? It's a good question. I think a lot of us would like to. But it requires more people that are Random Encounters fans to want to watch Random Encounters people game. So that might not be you guys. Maybe you 360-something people are the people that will actually watch us play video games. And that's great.
It's so hard.
But
I got so far.
But 360-something people is not enough to keep a channel alive. Otherwise, channels all over the place would be like full-time YouTubing, because that's actually not as many people as you would think. So, yeah, it would take probably hundreds of thousands of people to make that a profitable channel. And if it's not going to be profitable, then we at least have to be making so much money on Random Encounters that it doesn't matter anymore if we lose money doing something else. So it's something that we just have to keep revisiting over time. Maybe someday, at least individually, we might have. You do have a Let's Play channel.
Yeah,
It's
a gaming
Birdless.
channel did spawn out of Replay, and I basically do it. Sometimes they show up.
Yeah.
Recently, we played, what was it?
Yeti
Yeti in my spaghetti.
Yeah, we did.
So sometimes they show up there, and
Arousing.
it's fun.
It was arousing.
It was actually, you know,
Arousing.
I was expecting to be bored to death, and it was actually, you know, moderately fun.
Every game is arousing.
I don't know if I'd want to do it again, but I don't regret doing it.
Ruby Spark asked a question that I've actually been interested to explain. Why did you choose Matt Pat for the voice of Bendy? And the answer is
Why did you all choose? Oh, no. We all did not choose.
Oh.
Oh, no.
only I chose him.
It's true.
Because I didn't like any other voice I heard for Bendy, and he had the closest thing to the voice I imagined for Bendy. And that's just straight up the honest truth. It's not even because he was a major YouTuber. It's just he was somebody I knew that sounded like I thought Bendy should sound like. And I went through all the fan dubs.
Just Peter one.
I don't remember if he had some.
I wanted
specific-
Thomas Sanders. I know that much.
Okay.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
I don't know who Peter wanted. I went through fan dubs and headcanon voices that people added on YouTube. And I went through them for like 2 hours and was like, everybody was either in the, hi, I'm Mickey Mouse kind of voice, this is Bendy. Or they were doing like the, hey, I'm Bendy and this is how I talk. I am kind of a cartoon character who's crazy. And I'm like, that's weird. Why would you do that? So I was like, for our
Danny
video,
DeVito does Bendy.
it was weird.
Yeah, Bendy.
It was really weird how people were. I think some people wanted to do the show to, or the showman, like, you know, like, oh, step right up and do the Bendy thing, and I'm Bendy the dancing devil, or whatever. It's like, I get people were trying to do certain things, but I'm like, as a character, especially our version, in this story, I was like, he should not, you know, I can't imagine him talking like that, even as a tour guide, because our version is supposed to be like trustworthy and somebody that you want to kind of follow, but also somebody that seems a little too like naive and energetic for their own good. So that's how I was describing it to Peter. I'm like, I can't think of anybody who sounds like young and innocent and kind of pure, like, oh, sweet thing, but also is like, but definitely is likable and also can get you in trouble because he doesn't know where the limit is.
Fred.
Oh no.
Why you do this to us? So anyway, Matt Pat jumped to mind. And I was like, Matt was the only person I could think of that has a voice like that. That's like energetic and young, kind of cool. So you're like, you like him, but
He's a
also
Korean boy now, right?
sounds like he could get a little
I
too.
don't think he still is around.
Well, the
Oh,
brand is.
Too
I
act
don't
for his
think
own
he
good.
is.
Okay. I was very happy to forget about that voice.
Oh, Fred. Now there's gonna be like a fan dub of like the Bendy musical with Fred in it. Instead.
Really?
It's gonna happen. Let's see. So good question. That is why Matt Pat did the voice. And I told him that, by the way. He thought it was a good casting choice too.
I think I saw a question about what we're doing for your birthday,
For my birthday.
but I'm not sure if I saw that or I'm making that up based on happy birthday and you
Oh.
getting well wishes.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I can tell you that I don't think we're streaming on my birthday. We got other plans. We're going to be out of town.
Oh, yes.
So, to go do a fun thing that will be on social media.
Is it an outside life?
It's like an outside life. Yeah, it basically is like being an outside life person. Also, by the way, I saw there was an awful lot of...
Hey!
Hey, what's that?
Oh, well, I'm
You're
glad I was
gonna see
scrolling.
this on a separate screen because this is my account. So
Okay.
if anybody has donated money to do the super chat thing,
We'll keep looking for you. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I probably missed
We're
something.
not noticing notifications as usual.
yeah,
Silver Fang
we're
Gaming.
jankified this live
Yeah.
chat. So
Silverfang Gaming gave us some money
Sorry.
and asked, have any of you played Fortnite?
I've looked into it, have not played it.
No.
Yeah, I haven't played it either,
I think
actually.
I've probably seen it
Yeah.
advertised, but I have not.
Yeah, Steam's been hardcore pushing it at me. I'm like, okay, what is this thing? But that's as far as I've taken it. Just the research.
Oh, I can't get any further back? Ooh.
It only when
Yeah.
you start loading the page. That's
Oh,
what-
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to hope that I
I don't think there's
apologize.
probably anything right with that.
Okay. If I missed anybody else's.
I'm gonna manhandle your computer.
All right, good. Moderators say it has not. So
yeah,
there have
thank
not.
you, moderators.
Yeah, sorry, no Fortnite knowledge really particularly here, but
All right, let's see.
it's something that we could definitely look into.
There's another one that somebody sent you at some point.
Oh, yeah, that would be today.
Yeah.
I don't.
So
What that means.
explosive cast, explosive carnage says, "Hey, welcome to hell. Hope you like burnt fudge." I don't know what that
okay.
means, so thank you. I love burnt fudge.
Burnt fudge.
Anyway, so
Burnt fudge is
where's your?
something that Phoenix Wright doesn't like either.
Where did it go?
Uh-oh.
How do I make the
I hate
screen come
burnt
back? Did I ruin this? Ah, there it is.
There you go.
Okay.
I feeks.
So yeah, if you want to receive super chat, just switch between the screens.
Gotcha. Let's see. What else? Yeah, I was looking back to compare how many of you were on Mayo versus Ketchup, just in case we have a different, numbers of people on here than the game. But
So much about Dream Daddy.
Dream Daddy. Oh, Miss Bird's been pushing us to do Dream Daddy
It's not gonna happen for religious reasons.
for
Is that the dating
bunch
sim
of-
about the dad bod, basically?
a dating sim about the dad bod. Maybe.
Well, yeah, sort
don't
of,
know.
yes.
Okay.
You're dating
You're dating other dads
basically
as a
hot
dad.
dads. Yeah.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
kids, so it's like a weird dating sim, and it's by like the Game Grumps people, and so there's a few things going on with that one, and so right now at least with all the way up to December kind of planned, it didn't seem like something we wanted to finagle into the schedule. So Valentine's Day is coming up,
Oh,
so I can't.
Somebody just.
Is that a
$5?
Oh.
what? What are you doing, Shadow Ninja? Did you just send us $100? Wow! Wow! That's not happened before on here.
Huzzah!
Well,
Keep
let's
it
read.
there. I have to send it
I
to
see.
Peter.
We have to read the comment.
Shadow Ninja 98K. You guys are amazing. Here's a little something to keep up the good work.
Wow.
Not
Your
even
definition of little is different from ours, but thank you.
I'm blocking the screen. I apologize. There, that's readable. Okay.
Yeah, and that's not to underplay the fact that, we have had several other people donating today and in our past streams too. So, every little bit does help us. Thank you so much, though, for a little something to keep up the good work. We will continue to try to keep up our good work. So, yeah, I wouldn't make any guarantees one way or another for sure about, it's called Dream Daddy? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
But I definitely don't think we're going to be touching it for at least the next 6 months. We did just do Honey Pop, and that was already kind of on the edgy side of controversy for us. And you guys were okay with it. I don't know. Anyway. What do we got? What else? How long did it take, asks Puppy Lover, to do the Yandere Simulator musical? Speaking of edgy musicals, I was a little edgy as well.
Murder, murder, death, murder, death, murder, death.
But we do have three people here that were in it. So.
What?
How long did it take?
I don't know. How long did it take, AJ?
I don't know. How long did it take, Miss Burton?
I don't
You were on
know.
set.
You. When did you think about doing it?
Okay, so
Like
the whole
it's not
process?
Just like
Yeah.
we shot it in a day, but like the process was
No, you
more
shot it
than
2 days. It was the one
Okay.
major day. You do
oh, and then we
You're
did
right,
our
then the
home
12
pickup stuff.
yes.
Okay, so probably we took. It was. I didn't think we were planning for that long, were we?
I don't-
We bought the costumes, but we had problems even getting them all to arrive. Some of them got lost. So I feel like we only were working like maybe 2 or 3 weeks in advance on that. It wasn't as long as you'd think for such a big musical. And then we did film all the school scenes in one day. It was a long day. And then just us and Miss Bird with Random Encounters were doing the second day of shooting. And then took like a week of editing. So maybe a month, probably less. And it was a really big project to do that. So, by the way, Miss Bird, the Shy Moon wants to know, what's on your legs?
Battle scars. No, they're a bunch of hearts.
I'm going to say that looks like hearts.
I don't know if that's very clear or anything, but yeah, they're just hearts. They're tights. They came like this.
Hearty hearts. Okay.
I saw something about Super Monkey Ball. I'm very interested.
Super Monkey Ball.
Go down,
I was gonna say
Yeah.
if people haven't.
Super Monkey Ball. Wait, no, go.
Actually,
Where did
I've
it go?
not seen a lot of questions. If you have a question, write question in all caps before your question. It'll help us pick out your questions because a
Darn
lot
it.
of people I think are asking stuff without that in front of it, so it's hard
Yeah.
to see.
There it is. Super Monkey Ball musical was awesome.
Not a question, but thank you.
Thank you, Evelyn Turner.
That's an old
That
one.
was the first musical I was in. Holy crap.
It's been a while. Yeah. Hey, here's a question. Alexis Jones, question. Where did the group skills to produce musicals come from? So everybody has
what?
individual skills that are useful here to be in musicals. I think that's what I'm going to interpret this question
Okay.
as. So the things that make you good for being on Random Encounters videos, whatever those might be, where did you learn them or get them from? Is that too abstract still? For me, writing music is just, I think I like music, and I've been listening to music, my whole life, and mostly instrumental music. And I like, silly rhymes and stuff like that, like Dr. Seuss kind of thing. So it makes a lot of sense. And I did a lot of theater, stuff as a kid and video stuff as a kid. So it's a lot of self-taught things of just being things I'm interested in. Same thing with video games, obviously.
And school.
went
Well,
to school?
you.
Did you not go to
I
school?
went to school.
You know how to make film choices
Yeah.
because you went to film school.
I see
and
what you're saying.
You know how to use
I
editing
dispute-
software because you went to film school.
I dispute that. I know a lot of what I know how to do because I met Peter at film school. I feel like the people that taught me at film school were not
Okay.
teaching me to make video
But-
game musicals.
Wait.
say-
Peter taught you how to do things and you still refuse to use the pen tool?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I hate that pen tool. It's bad. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't feel like my film school experience was actually as relevant. I could have skipped film school and been
Well,
making
yeah.
these YouTube videos just fine because the starting point is probably the most important, which is how do you get started? Are you teaching yourself? Are you experimenting? And I think that experience of just doing it over and over again and watching other people doing it makes a big difference. So if you watch enough movies, hopefully you'll learn, oh, I should keep the subject of the frame in the right spot so they're not half off camera and like, oh, I'm talking, but it looks like this is an amateur video. That's stuff you don't have to go to film school for. And they'll try to tell you that that's important, that the teachers will tell you. Just watch movies and you go, oh, every movie is putting people in certain places for certain reasons. You can copy that. But you do learn little things that might be helpful. I haven't held a film camera since graduating, but film school told me I had to learn how to wind film into a
Oh, I
camera
see, okay,
in a
right.
dark bag.
Yeah, it was all.
Yeah, without looking, so that I could change people's movie film.
Didn't you do
Never done it for YouTube,
Family
definitely.
Musical on your phone?
Not on
as
film,
well?
no. It's always been on video. Everything
Okay.
we've ever done has been video, not
I've
I
film.
could have
Never
swore
held
you
a
did that on film. Okay, that's cool to know.
Yeah, sorry, that might be disappointing because
I
film
think
looks
I was
cool,
in the
but
better program.
TV is a more useful program, especially for YouTube. So, who else has skills they got from someplace that's relevant to
Skills.
musicals?
Add skills.
I mean, we got a couple musician
mean-
people, and we got like an acting guy who does editing things. I'm like, where you get these things?
Acting, I don't do well, but I
You
would
say that, but-
acting is.
My mom always says you act well.
I didn't learn to act anywhere. It was just we started making videos in high school, and I was probably bad, and I'm still okay, I guess.
As long as you don't have to do
I
accents.
didn't do theater in high school because I don't like live performances as much. Really, I can't be behind a camera or in front of a camera. I like the ability to mess up and fix my mistakes. I don't like being on the spot, having to do it then, and being like, "Well, I messed up. Oh well, who cares? Move on." And I mean, I guess I learned how to edit in college. The After Effects I learned from Peter. Peter gave me a crash course in After Effects. So I have to use After Effects now because AJ refuses to learn After Effects. So I have to be the other After Effects person in the house.
I have done After Effects before. I did shots for FNAF the Musical in
Okay.
After Effects.
So
To
if
save
you want
Peter
to make
time.
musicals, you
But
have to
did
defend
you-
Peter? Is that
but-
what you're learning?
But did you?
Do 400 shots for Phoenix Wright? No, I didn't.
Did you remove the green screen and 400 shots of
I
Phoenix
did
Wright?
not. I was working on the score, which you can go buy on iTunes because I'm gonna keep plugging that, or other things like Amazon.
I still
Yeah.
want a full screen, green screen version. That's right.
I mean, that might be fun to post one day.
I don't know if people would be interested in that at all, but I want.
We didn't do active enough stuff. Green
Yeah,
screen's
I
more fun to
know.
watch when you're, like,
I guess
running
it's
and
it's
stuff.
more of a behind the scenes thing that I think is kind of fun, but I don't know if other people find fun. But like watching the entire Phoenix Wright musical without anything keyed in,
Mhm.
just everyone on green screens.
It
Like,
does-
this is what this musical looked like, guys,
Yeah.
without everything put together.
It does show how much work
Yeah,
went into
nobody
it.
interacts with anybody really.
They
Yeah.
did that for the Phantom of the Mushroom Kingdom. They
Yeah, we
made
did.
everybody show
But that was like running and stuff. It was so much more active. Phoenix Wright, unfortunately, we just don't have
It is
anybody
a lot of
do
standing
anything.
there, yeah.
Yeah, so you'd really be just, you can imagine it in your head. It's
Well, you
whatever,
gotta
it's
do it
35
yeah.
minutes of people standing, staring at the
It's
camera.
true. It is longer as well. But
Yeah. Maybe we should just do like a compilation of a bunch of green screen shots that are funny looking.
Mm.
So things where people are handing stuff to somebody who's not there and stuff like that.
yeah.
Well, I'm an adaptive personality. I fill holes. I learned that from my bad upbringing. So, yeah, I learned just how to do things based on what was needed to be done. The end.
Oh, you do.
Nothing really exciting, I suppose.
There is a question that I keep seeing from Savbi. Will you guys be going to Gen Con this year? I don't even know what that is, to be honest, and we haven't been invited to any Gen Con, so I don't know. In fact, there might be another couple conventions, but we're not going to announce anything because I don't have firm details about any of them still. So, but we like conventions, and we've talked about what is something we'd go to or not go to. So
If you want us to go to a convention, tweet the organizers.
that's a really good idea.
Tweet them, harass them, bombard them with a bunch of
Be nice
messages.
about it.
Yes, be more nice about it.
Yeah.
Put a bug in their ear so that we'll come to the con that you want us to go to.
Yeah, that works great. If somebody tells an organizer of a convention, hey, can you get random encounters as guests here? they're much more likely to say, I've been asked to try to get these people. I should go at least talk to them. So do that. And
Yeah, as a rule
we'll
of
see.
thumb, we don't generally money to go to conventions. Just out of our good graces, I guess, to just be like, hey, let's go to this convention and show up. Like we have to be invited.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, like, we
should do a panel
are
night.
either making musicals here or we are going and promoting musicals there. It's kind of like we have to, we can't just disappear and be like, hey, let's not do either and just walk around a convention. So, like, if there was one we really, really wanted to do, we could, but we would be sacrificing getting work done here. So usually the best way to get us to come to a convention is to make sure that we're going to be going for the purpose of promoting the channel.
I think one of your moderators just told you about a super chat that happened,
Wait, what?
asking what your favorite line from your musicals was.
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you, Navenjo, and
Is there
thank
any
you
more?
from Smiley Queen YOLO. What's your favorite line from your musicals? Favorite line?
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't auto update. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for the donation. Thank you for the question.
I don't know. how to
Favorite
find it back.
line? I don't know what favorite line is.
You could say you could change it to stuff we quote around the house more.
Oh, that's a good
I
point.
guess if you
okay.
quote it more, it's more of a favorite line. I don't know. I
Where is the butts? Is one of the,
Where is the
Show
butts?
me Larry's butts is something I like to yell.
We always say
Where?
finagle the cheese. I feel
Oh
like a
yeah,
lot.
finagling the cheese is the term we use for like, can you fix that? Can you go finagle the cheese?
What is it? It's like where? That's not even a word. That's my favorite.
Oh, we're
Yeah, that's my favorite.
using the phrase wherever.
Because it's Big the Cat.
What other ones do we like?
You guys say where all the time.
Oh yeah, where? Yeah, that's true. I have been using the phrase "this isn't a waffle at all"
Yes.
for like everything. So like whenever you're having like a meaningful conversation, you get to the end to just be like, hey, chin up. Like the final words always have to be, "This isn't a waffle at all."
Chin up. The next word is an Enos.
Chin up, Enos.
Or the cheer up Enos.
No, that's a good point. I've been doing the waffle one a lot. What else? Anything else that comes up constantly? I know there are more of them. Like we do steal from our own musicals liberally, just in daily conversation for no apparent reason. I can't think of any others off the top of my head.
They greet each other with ooze.
I mean, that's true.
That's true.
We just make weird
That's not really
sounds.
a line.
Woo!
Well, they spell it. It's a line.
It does get written into things.
Yes,
Hmm.
if Peter's on his computer and I come downstairs, I don't say, "Hey, Peter." I go,
Oh.
and usually he responds with, "Just shut up, shut up." It's usually how most boozers respond.
There's a weird question about, will you do another musical for 2018? I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm confused.
Not like a rewind one, I assume, because we'll probably do another rewind thing like we did last year, because the quiz thing was fun. And if you haven't taken it before, go look up our I don't know what we called it, 2007 rewind. 17.
Oh, I see.
rewind
Okay,
quiz?
I'm on the same page now. I thought they hadn't seen any musicals for a while, and I was
I mean,
very
maybe.
confused.
I don't know for
All right.
sure, but anyway, so go look that up if you've never watched it. We did a retelling of the whole year, but we had quiz questions for like every musical, and that was kind of fun. So I'd love to see how you guys do on that. We'll do another of those, and yes, there will be lots of musicals in 2018.
Hopefully 12 of them.
Hopefully, yeah, we try to do at least one every month, but
Fail this year.
yes, that means we have to do 2 of them some month if we want to keep our 12 a
Which
year
you could
thing.
do in December if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's usually we catch up really hard and then we'll fall behind again. Sorry, going through more of these. I mean, this one's been asked a few times. Caitlin Lambright, will you make another Yandere musical?
I believe that falls under maybe.
Yes, I think it does. We have shared before that there was something we had in mind to do a song, especially since the game is probably on track to get released for real finally. I don't know when, but I know Hello Neighbor is coming out this month, so all these indie
He's
games
finally
are
paired
working
up with
now.
Tiny Bill.
I
He
know.
speculates that he'll
It's
be
exciting.
done by 2019.
Yeah, we could actually be making something as early as maybe next year
Mhm.
for the launch of Yandere Simulator, if that's something we still want to do. So wouldn't write it off. We enjoyed, what we did
Apparently
with the
now
first
she
one.
can ask for favors from the Yakuza.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
okay. That's a dangerous game to play.
Well, yes.
I assume she has to like get like points or something so that she can spend them with the Yakuza by like doing them favors or something, or getting a bad enough reputation or something. Yeah. A big fan wants to know: do you think you'll be doing any more videos with Nate Wants to Battle? Nate Wants to Battle.
I mean, he's busy.
I haven't talked
I
to
mean,
him in a
we
while.
might, but like,
Yeah.
we're all very busy right now.
Yeah. Is there a dream character you'd like to try to get Nate to play? Like knowing his voice, knowing like his appearance and stuff like that. Is there somebody you think he'd be really good to like play in a video someday?
I mean, probably not. It's 12:57.
Oh, that's a good point. We're probably gonna be signing off here in a few minutes. I'll just turn the brightness down. How about that? How about a little more actually? There we go. Nobody's got anything. Well, if you guys have some ideas that you want Nate Wants to Battle
I
to
can't
come
think
play.
of anything.
Yeah, it might be fun to like do a Guitar Hero or Rock Band musical.
With him.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I kind of want him to be KK Slider if we do an Animal Crossing thing someday. I think that'd be really fun. But
Slighted.
sorry, I know
It's
that's
okay.
something Miss Bird is also want to be KK Slider because that's
It's all
like
good.
her person when he's not actually a person. So anyway, that's something I think.
Hey, will you marry me? Says Amanda.
No.
Probably
Nate says
not.
no. The answer is no. Sorry.
I think I'm busy that day.
And will we give Nate his camera back?
Never.
Possibly. We've talked about getting it back to him.
Does he want it back?
Yeah.
He's not. It's not like he messages you every week. He's like, "Hey, where's my camera?"
Oh yeah, he's never actually asked
if
for
he
it back,
wants
and we've
he
asked
could
him if he
literally
wants it.
drive here and be like, "Yo, I'm taking it
If
back."
he wants
Well,
it, he could
we'll
just
drive
text
to
me like, "Hey, can I have my camera back?" Be like, "All right, we'll
Yeah.
be down there when we can."
Yeah.
Here's your camera.
When he wants it back, he will get it back, and we offer sometimes like, "Hey, you want this back?" And he goes, "Nah, we're not doing anything with it." So, but we should get it back to him, or just buy
Pay
it from
for
him
it.
or something. Yeah, because we like it. I think it's good.
Hey,
This-
how'd you meet me?
Oh, where are you?
It's down.
Down.
Mm-hmm.
Where? How far?
Oh,
Where?
Wait, no, I don't know anymore.
Take it
Okay.
back now, y'all.
Well, how did we meet?
One
Miss
of
Bird?
you asked, "How did you meet Miss Bird?"
How she's got me.
That's exactly how. I just came out of nowhere, choked him to death. We've been friends ever since.
No,
I believe it.
Miss Bird and I actually bumped into each other on a cosplay thing earlier but only through Facebook.
I made my own con one time, just cause.
And then, yeah, like a year later, she made a little like meetup convention thing for cosplayers. And I happened to be killing time and was nearby, so I was like, I'm going to show up at this, but not without asking first, can I talk about random encounters there? So she's like, that sounds cool. Yeah, sure, do it. So went there, and we were like, hey, you sing too? Like, this is a good, like, you want to be in something? So, and then things got more complicated because then she was needed a place to live. And it was like, well, I mean, if you're going to, like, be in videos and stuff, why don't you just come live here? So, and she's still here, and she still bees in videos. Bees in videos.
Bees!
Get them out of the videos!
Wicker Man musical confirmed.
Bee videos. It's like Bee movie,
Oh,
but they're
those
shorter.
bees.
Oh, bees are in my eyes.
All right, it is 1 o'clock, so let's answer maybe one more, and we should probably cut it because this
Were you
computer's
gonna
gonna
answer
die.
the one about depression?
I thought about it, but I don't know. I mean,
It's sad right now.
yeah. I mean, if you want to talk about depression, I was thinking about this earlier. Oh, we got another super chat, so we'll probably answer that one. If you're a depressed person, you should talk to somebody, and that can be us. I try to answer emails, but I'm not very fast about it. So hopefully you will be patient. Even if you're depressed, you can also be patient. So yeah, just sometimes not as depressed as maybe you feel right now. So if you are depressed, find people to talk to, and that I think is an important thing.
If you scroll up, you should see the super chat.
You can also click on
There it is. Okay, so Sergeant Major Mario. I should have been able to read that. Thank you for your contribution, first of all. Are there any more musicals, plans for any more musicals in the Nintendo area, like Mario or Metroid? We talked about a couple, which were...
We briefly mentioned earlier we are doing a Mario. Finally, I guess that's
years.
All these years we haven't done anything with Mario, but
yep, that's finally happening. We name dropped Splatoon.
Splatoon,
working on something for Splatoon.
Most of the rest of this year, I feel like, well, at least
a couple Nintendo.
I guess not most.
Yeah. Although we have this tradition of doing Zelda for Christmas, like it's happened like 3 times now. So
that's true.
That's a Nintendo.
I've
thing.
been rooting for Glover.
For Christmas, or you just mean in general?
Well, maybe.
Because that's not a
There's another
Nintendo
Super
property.
Chat.
Is it not, or is it Starfy? Starfy a Nintendo product?
Starfy, I think is.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know about Metroid, but we have major Metroid fans. No one watched Samus the Spaceman Cowboy though.
Yeah,
so
we have a Metroid musical. Go watch it. Samus the
Dead
Spaceman
on.
Cowboy.
No
I
one
liked
gives
it.
crap.
I like it.
We all
I like
like
it
it.
too.
Everybody likes it. It's a beautiful.
We think it's fun, but no one liked it.
Bad.
Well, anyway, so I mean, maybe one day we'll do a bigger Metroid thing with like a costume and stuff, but that's a hard costume to do. So, anyway,
Why don't you just have her Zero suit, which is like how she's depicted all the time now.
We know a few cosplayers who have her
Yeah.
armor, though.
it'd be better to do the armor. Audrey has given us $5 and says, "Hi, I don't have a question, but I just love you guys and want to say hi."
Hi.
Hi, Audrey.
Oh hi.
All right.
Thank you. Hi. Thank you for supporting Random Encounters, and thank you guys for watching today. We didn't answer a final question, I guess.
We did.
We did?
We did the Mario one.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna call it good then. Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Even without Peter here, the tech hopefully worked kind of well. And thank you to our moderators for keeping the chat civil. And thank you to you lovely people for being up and active to help with the chatting.
It's like bedtime for me.
I don't think she went to bed.
I flipped my schedule again, so
All
I'm
right.
supposed to be sleeping right now.
Yeah. Well, guys, stay tuned on the channel for Kindergarten the Musical. It's coming soon, and we're going to have some updates about it very quickly. We're going to have an update video next week also related to the music issues. So if you've been having problems getting our music, that's going to be an important video. If you haven't ever bought our music, it might help convince you to give it a shot or at least go stream it on Spotify because we do rely on you guys not only to watch the videos, but sometimes to pick out your favorite songs and keep them forever. So hopefully you'll help us out and find some songs you like enough to do that. And that's it. So thanks
YouTube
again.
has made a topic out of you guys. Did you know that?
That's really exciting. And I saw we're verified now. Peter was making a big deal about that recently. So thank you guys for also helping us get to past 700,000 subscribers because I know that happened since our last live chat, and that's really cool. So we're getting bigger. We're going to grow up and be a real YouTube channel one day.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of here.
You want a slow
No,
clap?
I'm good. We're good. Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you next time. AJ. Ooh, I'm sorry. I punched your foot. Oh, I'm so sorry. I crushed your toes. Your tiny baby toes. Together.
Yes, that happened.
Yeah.
All off screen, guys. I'm bleeding horrifically.
Let's get her to the hospital. AJ. Beard salute. Oh!